What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. More West Bromwich Albion career mode FIFA 17. Still enjoying the game, still on EA Access, and we got the second Premier League game of the season, which is actually going to be against Everton in this game. We only got 2 matches in this episode. Basically, throughout the rest of EA Access, I'm going to just have 2 games an episode because basically trying to manage EA Access, I don't want to be in the middle of a game and it runs out and it cuts off. So 2 games is more likely to be able to manage. I have a few hours left of the EA Access, so I should be able to get about 2 more episodes out of this. And also, I'll most likely be able to get FIFA 17 early, so we should be able to manage it quite well. We shouldn't really have to have any break without FIFA 17 videos, but we're coming into this game against Everton off the back of the first Premier League game of the season. Obviously, we played against Crystal Palace, beat them, won 2-1 in the end. So 3 points from our first possible 3, and that's good. Everton get off to a flyer though. Barkley's shot parried out by the keeper off for a corner, and Enner Valencia gets his head on the resulting corner, whipped in. And again, I mean, if you've seen my FIFA 16 series, the Leicester one and the Derby County one, you've seen how hard I find it to defend. Well, not even how hard I find it, but most of the goals I concede come from crosses, whether it's out wide, especially them early crosses not really from deep, but them early crosses that go deep and go over the defender's heads. Those ones, corners, I just struggle to defend against them. And already in FIFA 17, I've been feeling like the players, I'm just struggling. It's like my players don't want to jump, they don't want to clear it first time. I don't know, we'll have to get used to that. But Everton getting off to a fly, another brilliant delivery from Balassi. Enner Valencia got there first and just about manages to end up in the hands of Ben Foster, really. But we're trying to get ourselves back into it. 40 minutes on the clock. Solomon Rondon with his back to goal, holding it up well, finding his strike partner Berahino. A few options in front of him, but he decides to go for the shot from outside the box. And Joel gets hit. He gets low. I'm realizing, well, I'm noticing a lot of new goalkeeper animations, and I don't know, it's something little that they added into the game, but I like it. Like a lot new, like the very first highlight of this game, where the shot was basically straight at the keeper. The keeper's kind of just got low and just punched it wide, but we do hit the crossbar right there. Jonas Olsen, centre back, climbing just above everyone. He climbed all over. I don't know who that was. Is that Balassi? That's not Balassi. It might be Valencia. I don't know. But he climbed over him. 45 minutes on the clock here. Rondon trying to link up with Berahino. It goes to Baines who intercepts, but he gives it straight to Solomon Rondon. Calamitous mistake right there from the Everton left back. He plays Rondon in with a perfect through ball. Through ball probably wouldn't even been that good if Berahino had stepped in and played that pass. But Baines done it, got in there, and you see it's just poor, just a mistake right there. No one could get in across Rondon, big striker there, and he gets our first goal of the game, pulls us back level. And Solomon Rondon, I think that is his first goal of the season. Who scored my first? Yeah, that is his first Premier League goal of the season, actually, as you can see right there. The graphics come up, and he's probably been the best player of the team so far between pre-season and the 1 game in the Premier League. He seems to be the most active, most involved. I like the way you can hold up the ball in this new game. I feel like big strikers are going to have a much more of a big impact. Players like Mandzukic, I might even try and get in this in FIFA 17 lifespan, because it seems like he'll be so effective in this game. But look at this volley from Berahino right there. It looks like the keeper tipped it over the bar, but you see from the replay that comes here, it actually clipped the bar itself on the volley. It's been headed off to the edge of the box. Fell perfectly for Berahino, and it does clip the crossbar right there. Brilliant volley from the young English striker. And I said at the beginning of this career mode that he could be packing his bags if he gives me any problems. Still, he better not give me no problems, but he's actually started quite well for this series, scoring a few goals in pre-season and just being involved, looking like a threat. We're back to some training right here. Jonathan Lecco upgrades to a 67 overall, ready at 17 years old. The guy is just a monster. I just wanted to show you before we get into the second and final game of the video, our shirt sales. Rondon, Berahino, and actually Johnny Evans. During preseason it was Chadley, probably mostly because he is obviously a new signing, but Johnny Evans, one of our highest selling shirts, and he's someone I looked at the start of the series and thought I'm most likely gonna just get rid of him because I'm not a fan of Johnny Evans, to be honest. But you can see right here with the lineup for this game, a bit of rotation obviously, but Johnny Evans is actually going to get a start. I'm feeling like if you play the players who are the highest selling shirt players, I'm basically trying to take advantage. If he's one of the highest selling players, I feel like I'm going to have to play him, get him involved, let the fans watch him, and that will help us achieve our financial goals and brand exposure, hopefully. But you see, getting into the game, Peterborough in the EFL Cup. I don't even know what EFL, I know what it stands for. They're changing the name of this competition every season, but you see the manager right there just showing this is how you do it, man. Sign for it. Maybe I should have finessed it. Next time, maybe we will, because the manager wasn't happy with that. Jonathan Lecco getting himself a start in the cup game. Obviously, a little rotation team, changing as much as I can. We're into the second half before we can actually create another chance. Gardner holding out well. Barry Hino's come off the bench to try and get us into the lead. For as much as we dominated this game and put pressure on them, we didn't really create too many chances after the few in the first half that we got. So Barry Hino came on and came so close right there. He should have put that in the back of the net though. 85 minutes on the clock. It's played into Edwards, who also came off the bench. We find Barry Hino. He cuts in onto his right foot. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Well, not one-on-one with the goalkeeper really, but he had the goal in his sight. He done well to open up the space, but we just couldn't get into the back of the net, I guess. Couldn't bend it too much. He had two players in hindsight to his right. But when I get into positions like that, tight positions where you got to dribble a lot, I'm not really looking around to see who's around me. I'm kind of focusing on making sure I can maneuver and get around. But again, 89 minutes, all the chances were ours in this game. Like, we dominated it. But Jonathan Lecco, from a relatively difficult angle, couldn't find the back of the net. He pulls his shot wide. And that is full time. It ended 0-0. So obviously we're going to go into added time, which begins here. Barry Hino gets the ball off of James McLean. Finds his way down the right hand side. He finds Jonathan Lecco, one-on-one with the keeper, and the young Nigerian international does find the back of the net. Well, I don't know. Does he even have any international caps? Is he going to play for Nigeria? Is he going to play for England? I ain't even sure. But let's just say the young international gets us into the lead. 97 minutes on the clock, and he is the one. Obviously, dismay for Peterborough, but we don't care about that. We ain't worried. All the West Ham players just there in the corner celebrating, pile up. Barry Hino seemed to be the difference in this game. He came on, he created a few chances. We started to fade away in the second half for a long time until about the 70th minute, where we started creating again after Barry Hino came on the pitch. And he gets the assist for this goal. Jonathan Lecco, who was playing up front in this game, as you saw. And that was all it was. Only highlight of the extra time, Peterborough really didn't get involved in extra time, even after they went down, which is quite early in extra time. They didn't really do much, but you see right there, Barry Hino getting man of the match. And I'm happy with the way this season has started. 3 games and no losses so far in actual competitive fixtures. Like I said, the next 2 or so episodes will have just 2 games in them. Once the full game comes out, we'll start doing 3 games an episode. And then obviously try and get away to the transfer window. And see what we could do to improve this team. Because the team isn't too bad in terms of the starting lineup. But once we have to start rotating and all that, which you will as well, if we make it quite far into this cup and then we got the FA Cup coming, it's going to be hard, man. But make sure you subscribe if you like the video. Leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you dislike the video, and fuck off. I'm sorry, that was rude. Bye.